Hey everybody, welcome to this week's video. In today's video we are going to make a couple of tracks or just one track with Ableton. Now this is an awesome little machine. I'm having a blast with it. It's so immediate. It has so many possibilities. It's a very flexible machine and it's very nice because you can export your stuff after to Ableton very seamlessly. But we are just gonna make a track with it and see what it takes us. I have an idea in my head that I wanna put down here. I just found a few sounds. This is a Eldre's kit. Yeah, Eldre Cozy Kit. Yeah, it's a very good kit. Shout out to him because he's the goat of lo-fi sounds, man. His kits in Ableton Move, I think, are the best ones. Anyway, so we found this kit. And then we also have this lo-fi piano. It's like a very lo-fi sounding. Very nice. Then we have like a marimba sound. And that's it, because this one, I don't even know what it is. We'll change it because it doesn't really fit the mood of this track. So I have an idea in my head. Let's put it here. So to start, we are gonna put a 4 in the floor just to keep the rhythm. And now I want to sequence an arpeggio that I want to sequence. So I'm gonna sequence it using the marimba thing. And it goes something like. And because I cannot suck at playing these pads, I'm gonna just sequence it. So bear with me. Right. Alright, so now it's fine. Now we can mess up a little bit with the parameters of the sound. I want it to be very small and not to take too much space, so I'm gonna just leave it at very low value, the cutoff. Let's put some resonance. Alright. I want the minimum possible. Alright, so by the way, if you are enjoying this content, why don't you subscribe to my channel? I put new videos every Friday. I talk about gear, I talk about music, I give you tips, Ableton, Logic, you name it. So if you are into that, subscribe and don't miss out the videos that I put every Friday. Good enough. And now I want to put some chords. So I have this piano and we are gonna put the chords using the piano. I want to show you a nice feature of Ableton Move, and that is that it connects very well with any MIDI keyboard that you have. So for example, I have here like a very basic Arturia Keylab 32, very basic MIDI keyboard, but I love it pretty much. I love it a lot just because of that. So you just connect it just like so, and you know. Okay, so I want to sequence a few chords. Let's practice a bit. Okay, enough practice. Maybe delete this step. Let's see how that sounds now. Actually, it's the opposite. I want this here. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, now that we have some sort of melody / chords going, why don't we put some more element in drums? Actually, these pads are very playable. I'm gonna remove the piano from here so I have more space, but these pads are very easy to play. I like them, so is horrible. Okay. This sounds good, but maybe it's too much like a loop thing, you know, like it doesn't really lead to anything, but I think it's a nice loop to have. So I'm going to make a few more drums. So let's just go to the different patterns. So for example, I have this pattern here. So we have this, what we have made so far. Okay, very basic house kind of pattern. Now some chords. Okay. Now let's make a couple more drums patterns. Okay. This is nice. Now let's fix a little bit the chords. Let's try to make a new pattern with the chords to add a little bit more movement. So let's go back to pattern. The chords are here. And now let's duplicate this one. Let's record on top of it. So I'm gonna pull back up, or maybe I don't need to. Oh, I can just... Sounds good. Now let's record. Let's do the same thing with the arpeggio. Let's this is fine. Okay, let's find a nice bass sound for this. Okay. We can try different sounds. Let's quantize it. This is a nice thing that I like to do. I like to see how the bass sounds only with the drums. Pretty basic. But I like it. You know, this feels like cheating. You know, it's not that it's easy, but there are these pre-made thoughts, like, you know, laying this. It's not that hard to do, and it sounds so well. And I think it fits with the chords nicely. We can try to sample something. You know, this thing with jamming with the guitar is nice, but when you are using Ableton Move, you need to know when it's a hassle to put something in it or it's a nice thing to do. I'll try to explain what I mean. You know, I have this melody with the guitar, doesn't sound any bad. I like it. You know, it's fine. It's not like, it's a fine melody. I think I will totally add that to it to see how it sounds. but it's kind of a pain to add that here because it doesn't have like a real looper, and it's not very easy. You have to sample it. You need to, I don't like the approach that I will have to follow to do that. And that's what I think you need to know, which fights you have to pick. So this is so trivial to add in Ableton. You just make a new track and add it, but it's a pain in the ass to do here. So what I mean is that you can just put it in the back of your head and say, okay, when I put this song to Ableton, then I will put that here. And then you can keep developing as you were here, but with that in the back of your mind. Anyways, I think that was enough for this video because I'm already encountering I know where I want to take the track, but it's not an easy task to do here, and it's so easy to do it in the computer. So I think I'll just do that. But thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.